I'm Colin Fitzgerald with Arrowhead Camper Sales here in Mayfield, Kentucky. We're going to take a look at our 2026 44 RKL benchmark. This is a destination trailer by Alliance. This is a rear kitchen model, as you can probably tell by the model number, 44 RKL, with a front bedroom, and we're going to take a look at that. So as far as starting out, you got the front door there to go to where you would go into the master bedroom. I'm going to enter this like I think you would do it if you had a deck or something, whatever. You're going to enter in at your sliding door. Again, 44 RKL. And so we're going to enter into the hallway in the center of the unit. And I'm going to zoom out. And this is where you're going to end up. You're going to be literally right dead smack in the middle. To the left is going to be our living room and our kitchen. We're going to walk in staring at this wall, the hallway. We're going to have a hallway with our bathroom and our master bedroom. So we're going to start up here at the front. This is a very complex unit, very nice unit. There's no doubt I'm going to miss something. I say that because this is not meant to be a 30-minute walkthrough. I'm trying to be somewhere between a TikTok video and a 45-minute detailed orientation. So upon entering, I'm just kind of panning around here to show you. We have a variety of storage areas in here. This is where our stack washer and dryer are. I'm going to back up and show you that. So that sliding door there closes that off. And then to the right is just going to be, some generic storage. A closet rod up there, of course. Below here, I'm pretty sure is where I put the, that's actually for when they for transit. It's to protect the front windshield. We keep those in case we sell one and it goes a long way. And then there's another closet rod there. So that's going to be some hanging storage. The bed does tilt. Somebody might not know what's going on. There's a switch right here on the wall that tilts that bed. I'll leave it up, obviously, just for more space. And when I bring the slide in, I don't have to worry about it or think about it. So tilt bed there. It's a king-size bed. A lot of windows that are large around it. On both sides of the bed, you can see they have outlet with, it's got a built-in, a couple of built-in USBs here, and then switch overhead for the accent lights. Switch to the left for the accent lights under, not overhead. The overhead lights are right up there. And then you've got a little, nightstands there on both sides as well. Below the bed, you got pull-out storage. I always like the way they finish these out. Somewhere in here, there's going to be the exact, I think it's 5/8 birch is what they finished this with, but to me it's a really pretty drawer and well done. So two of those. At the front, again, this is an actual windshield. They have a day and night shade. They're on a motorized switch, as you can see here. So day and night shade's huge. This is solid surface countertops here. A variety of storage areas here. That's going to be your breakers and fuses. If you're new to the Alliance stuff, they do a color and number coded wiring system that is awesome for service side. We're all family here, so I don't just do this. I do a lot of repairs and service, so I really appreciate things that are smart like that. Makes it easy on me. Below the bed, at the end of the bed, below this set of drawers, you've got shoe storage, little recessed area there. I love their cabinet doors. I think that they do a good job with that inlay. Again, I know it's just the inside of a drawer, but it's pretty, it's nice, it's neat. Solid surface counters. Smart TVs are not just some, generic TV. It's legitimately a Roku TV. We use a Roku at my house, so I like that. We're looking from the front, again, back toward the rear. There is a step up, as you can see. It's a lofted unit. If you've looked at these, lofts, you have to have the drop downs to allow for that. So we're gonna go up. Light switches here to the right, by the way, for your overhead lights. As far as air conditioners, one here, okay, we're gonna have three. There's one thermostat here. I'm gonna try to point them all out as we go, but there's one here. You step up to your right, you have your area for your loft. Okay, so you walk up these steps. They're not carpet, they're not wood, but they're a veneer, some type of covered step there. To the left, we have a bed. Light switch here with dimmer. Curtains, as you can see, to close that off. Outlet, USB ports. Of course, all that stuff up here. These are awesome mattresses. Usually, these either have none. When I say these, I mean lofts, not Alliance. Either none or a mattress that's about that thick. Basically just like when we used to make a pallet at our grandparents. You throw a quilt down. These are actually legit mattresses. I do appreciate that. These are the two chairs. By the way, I put these up here myself to go with the kitchen table just because I don't want them in the way down there, but you have two extra chairs. I want to point out, look at the amount of storage up here for the lofted area. It's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, it's more than most RVs' kitchens, but you got all sorts of storage. You got another TV up here. It's a Roku TV. I just like to show you all the different things. More storage, little cubby holes, exit window up there, which that would be quite the fall down. I've always thought that was interesting. They have to have it, obviously, for safety, but man, that would be a tumble. There's your top air here. These are all going to be ducted airs. I'll point that out as we go. But again, outlets all over the place. Again, the mattresses to me are what's awesome. We're a big family, so I've grown up sleeping on the floor a lot of times, so I would appreciate that. Huge window in the hallway. They trim them out, of course, with wood. I love the balances up here. The top ones are going to be electronic. You actually see the wiring right there. Electronic shades, of course, are not expecting you to get a step stool every time, but top shades are going to be electronic. In the hallway, control monitor panel area. I love this is not a touch screen. If you're an experienced RVer, you've probably at some point had a touchscreen. They are a nightmare from a service side because, man, if a touchscreen goes bad, you're out. It's done. You got to get to the control board and manually do stuff. This switches, man, I can troubleshoot switches. I can easily replace switches. If we think this switch is bad, hey, put the wires on this switch to get you by. So much better. I appreciate Alliance using something that's practical, not just something flashy. Control panel here, water pump. We got our water heater, dual gas electric. I love that. If you're going to live full-time or at least seasonally, tankless sounds great, but when you start doing long-term, sorry, I just hit the mic on my neck, long-term, a regular water heater, in my opinion, is more suited for that style of camping. Somebody's going to disagree. Hey, that's cool. So you can swap them if you want, whatever. That's the reasoning, though. Some light switches are here. Awning and porch light are here as well, and then awnings and slides are here. Ceiling fan controls are right here, and then this is just the hall light switch there. All right, this is our bathroom. I didn't turn the lights on because I forgot. Nice shower. It's got a seat that folds down there. It's folded up, obviously, right now. This is actually fiberglass. This is not plastic, so one-piece fiberglass shower. It's got the combo, everything, jet shower head that you can have here where you have water come out here, or there, or all of them, whatever. It's just meant to be residential. Storage here, great linen storage in this bathroom. Toilet, an actual nice lid. Sometimes these are little cheap plastic ones, so if you're sitting down and on it, whatever, doing makeup, looking in the mirror, or tying your shoes, whatever, getting ready in here, this is actually nice. They do, of course, shut-off valves at appliances, fixtures, which I love for troubleshooting if I have to. Storage below, drawers here, very residential, solid surface countertops, and then there's a mirror there. All right, we'll go back out. This is the kitchen living room. We walked in right here at the sliding door, and I'm just gonna pan real quick and just kind of let you look at it, and then we'll discuss the living room area. I love the big beam up there to separate the kitchen and living room. I think that's beautiful. All right, let's look at the living room here. So another smart TV, lots and lots and lots of windows. Again, they have night shades on them if you want to close them off. Big curtain there at the sliding door, ceiling fan here. There's our second air. There's our third air. So like I said, 3 airs on this. Huge couch. It does have sleeping in it. If you need to be able to sleep more people, you can utilize that option. Of course, you've already got the lofts. That's kind of the idea behind those. And then big windows. That's one of the things that they push. Big windows here in the slide. So this is the turntable. I wonder if I can do this. Let me set this phone down and show you. Let me put the camera down. All right, so there is a little thing you pull right here and allows it to slide out and rotate. So if you wanted the other 2 chairs, you could put those at it. I keep it in the other way because it generally makes it where you've got, if I'm smart enough to do it, it makes it where you've got more room walking by. But whatever, you have that option for the 2 folding chairs if you need to use it. So that's the table that works. Flush floor slide, notice that. It's not a big step up or anything into this. You're not going to have to be tripping as you're walking through and going to sit down or going to your refrigerator. This area, they don't have them, but I think if you wanted to put bar stools, it would work very well there. Obviously, that's what it's kind of designed for. Fireplace there under the TV. At the kitchen area back here, nice big refrigerator. It's a Samsung. If those of you that want more of a name brand versus the random stuff we deal with, it's 110 volt as well. Right there, it's not 12 volts. Again, some people care about that. If you're going to be long-terming in it. And then down here below, there's an ice maker in it as well. Pantry back here at the back. I like this pantry because you got an outlet. You've got more solid surface counters there. Nice big area here, just for storing. I mean, different top shelves and different sizes. And again, with the outlet, if you want to have a coffee maker back here or whatever, you can do that. But turn that light back off, or I will forget it. Nice big countertops, a variety of drawers here with different things. There's like a spice rack area. There's your trash can. I don't know if there's any other cool ones, so to speak. I can't remember any other like specific design ones, but I'll show them all to you. Dishwasher down here below. Big sink here. This does pull out if you need it. GE profile residential oven and stove. GE microwave above, and then just absolutely massive cabinets up here. So really, really impressive storage, which we expect with a rear kitchen. I mean, that's kind of the beauty of it. This is looking from the back of the unit toward the front. Again, the windows on this are awesome. If you've got a lake view or whatever, something pretty on either side of this, it is absolutely killer to be able to see out on the campsite, to be able to see out maybe if you have a lake view to your off-door side. But windows are awesome in this unit. That is definitely, to me, the most impressive thing I think of this floor plan. So let's go outside, look at some things there. So 2 entries, like we said. There's one into the master up there if you wanted. And then, of course, you've got your main entry here. Triple axles on these. They're massive units. They're wide bodies. I mean, they're huge. They are intending to be that. Awning coverage, if you need it. Some people, again, build these or build things up next to them or have them at site. You can do that. But if not, you've got awning coverage almost the entire way. I love, personally, these are not frameless windows. These are regular windows. I think these are easier to seal and keep sealed from a maintenance point of view, so I think that's a positive. Of course, you've got on this an enclosed underbelly. You've got Dexter axles as well. There's a quick connect there for LP. As far as construction, we're going to be all bonded except for the floor, of course. Actually, the roof, I don't know on the roof. I'd have to look at that. I don't remember specifically, but our floor is not bonded, and then we have a bonded sidewalls. So, furnace back here at the back. This is an actual, spigot. I mean, it's like a regular Sealcock spigot at your house there at the back for water. Power hookups here. They still put a ladder on the back, which I love. A lot of products have quit doing that, and I do not like that. Slide covers on it. Just showing you different termination points. Usually everybody wants to know where they're at. Where's the locations of them? There's a gray back here, which is gonna be for the kitchen, and I can see up at the front. There's another termination point right here, which I'm going to assume is going to be for the bathroom. I'm looking for the valves. I haven't seen them yet. They're probably up here at the front. But I'm just trying to show you where things are. Yeah, right there. There's your remote valves for your gray and black. So they're gonna terminate back there near that one. This is, oh yeah, for Starlink if you wanted to add that. Water hookups, city water, black tank flush, and then that's going to be for winterizing, I believe. Trying to remember now how they're doing it. Sometimes you get put on the spot in these videos. We do a lot of different stuff here on the technical side. Sometimes I forget. On your water heater, I want to see if it's 12 or 16. Yep, 16 gallon. So absolutely massive water heater, furnace, and then of course that's and the vent output. All right, stab jacks, they put 6 on them. There's 4 up here, 2 at the back. There's your drop frame we talked about earlier. Again, slide covers on these. Love the front caps on these, I think they look really cool. And now we are back around to the front. So 2026 44 RKL Benchmark by Alliance. The link in the description will go to our website. That's gonna have pricing. Alliance uses map pricing, so for our best price, you have to contact us. That's the way they operate. Call, text, email, whatever you want to do. Message on here. I will do my best to try to see it. We're all family. Anybody can help you. Thank you so much on behalf of my family for watching our video. Have a great day. Please like and subscribe.